Alright, it's the Cypher, and I'm back, and we're looking at the 1.4 update for Arma. Now, I've been playing Arma for a minute, so I was kind of curious on what exactly happens. We're going to look at the VR training. Let this sucker boot up. Yeah, I left Arma, wasn't playing. Now, I've loaded some of this stuff up before, but I'm going to go back into it, just so I can talk about what's going on. Now, I like this because this is the first time Arma's really had training. As you can see, they are just showing you how the armor works. Except you shoot a guy in the face, just like that. And that there's penetration, which I think is really good. Also, you'll see that blue. Look at that. Deflected. So what I wanted to talk about is, yeah, I've been playing Arma because when the game got released, it kind of didn't have all the stuff I really wanted in it. You know, unless you got all in Arma, you're not going to have women at all, which I thought was a little weird, but I do think this is a step in the right direction. Because you're showing players like, look, you can shoot guys. Sorry, give me a second. And there's a different penetration value. I like how they let me walk off here. See, shot him in the head, dead. Now they don't let you move out of the spot right here, which would have been nice because I wouldn't like to have seen where the bullets apparently missed twice. Where the bullets were actually going. Now we're on the 7.62. Yeah, that guy's dead. It's kind of weird, right? So they've gone to all this trouble to make this VR training thing, which I think is probably the best thing I've seen in Arma. It's a really hard game to get into if you're new. I came around in Arma 2, and the funny thing about that is it was so difficult to understand what was going on. There's so many key bindings that I wasn't comfortable with, and I play a lot of single player, so it made some of the missions like hard. But we're gonna go into something I haven't done, which is what do I want to show you first? Actions, vehicles. No, we're gonna do movement because it's what I want to talk about, really. So here we are. The instructions to move forward. Not a problem. It's not an issue. The guys are following me, so I'm going to walk backwards just so you can watch them. And we walk up here. We're in a wedge. It's default form. We get to this point, and give me a new task, right? They're like, set it to a wedge. I want you to look at the instructions on the side here. It wants me to hit Control plus tilde. That's to select everybody in the group. And now I have to push 8. And then I have to select the line. Now,
form line.
Here's the thing that kills me about this. If you can, right now, just you realize you got your fingers on the WSD, right? You shift tilde, so that's not so bad because shift is run now. Shift tilde, then you either have to take your hand off the mouse or you need to lift your other hand to the 8. to change the formation. And then you got to pick the formation out of here, so you have to hit another number. This is terrible.
Form column.
I mean, there have been huge improvements in Arma. They're huge. Like, the movement's much better now. The gunplay's better. They're constantly improving it, but this kills me. You basically cannot play the game normally when you're trying to move the AI around. Because you want to like look around and be aware of what's going on. So if you want to change the formation or change their, I mean, look at this. Map waypoints. Select the guy. Hit F2. So this is not even a normal thing. Not left shift. I'm having F2 to pick 2. And I'm picking the move there. Confirm with space. Like, this micromanagement of the guys is, I don't know, like, my knee-jerk reaction to formations and stuff is to use what they used in, oh god, what was it called? Dragon Rising? And use like a rose. Like have a button that you push and then you select on the rosary what you want to do. But the micromanaging, I mean, does anyone do that? I really want to know, because I don't. I don't like micromanaging my guys mid-combat. Or even pre-combat. I mean, this is, and changing stances, we're now back to the same stuff, right? Like, I don't want to hit F2 and then 7, because I'm not going to remember this stuff, and I don't really care to. F2 then 7 to tell these guys to lay down. Like, this is, I don't know. I feel like this is bad game design. Especially if we're in combat, right? Like, I'm worried about getting shot. I don't want to give orders to tell these guys to not get killed. And I feel like if I had a single button where I could hit the rosary and then pick one of the guys, and then click that and then click something else, like, that would be infinitely faster than me trying to, like, take my hand off the WASD, find that guy, oh, F2, no, wait, maybe it's F5, you know? And here we are again, a watch direction, F2, then press 3, then push 8, then pick a direction, and it's like, who wants to memorize this stuff?
2, watch west.
This is, feel how clunky it is right now if you go into the VR training. And the thing that kills me about this is that I realize that Arma is a kind of strategic military game, but I mean, how do you put this? Like,
2, watch
you
east.
don't want to have to micromanage guys like this. You say, oh, I need F2 to look west and F7 to, and then we're back to the same problem, right? With the behavior. I have to select the guy, or all the guys, and then I have to pick stealth, combat, aware, safe. And I feel like with a rosary, maybe this would be better. Now, the thing about that is that, you know, either I'm going to have to program this, or some guy who knows their shit has to do it. You know? And this is combat, right? Now, I want I've pre-recorded this, obviously. But I want you to look. I've set this guy to stealth. Now, let's watch this guy. Let's just watch him. Okay, you were behind a post. That's good. That's just smart. Now you're aiming at me. Not smart. And you went to a box, and now you got your arms down, and I mean, I guess this is considered stealth. I don't, it doesn't look any different from combat. Except that he's maybe slower? But more of the issue is even issuing the command to get there. You don't have to hit 3 button pushes where you have to lift your hand off movement or the mouse, right? You either want to move or mouse. If I have to hit a button, I don't know. I have no idea what button I'd hit. Maybe F or space. I don't know. So it was nice that I could hit, just click the button like it's contextual. That's good. I like that. But the fact that I had to hit F2 to do that was goofy. I feel like we waste a lot of keys in the game. F1 through 12, right? And then 1 through 0 seem like a big waste to me because they're all radio commands. And I don't know. Does anyone use the radio commands like this? I would have to say I don't. To be honest, I think this is way too clunky to even use. And if I'm in a game or if I make a game for myself to play, what I do is I either end up not being the leader or just ignoring all of the commands that the leader would do. Right? And have the AI just yell at me the whole time, which is, you know, annoying as hell. But I like the contextual stuff. That's good, but I don't know. I'd rather have this whole like thing in the corner, like with the well, now I can't say it, but I'm gonna say it again here in a second. See, down in the corner here, you have my name and then the guy, right? And it's the same clunky command crap. This, I don't feel like this even needs to be here. If I have command of guys and I hit a button and I have a rosary come up of guys I have,
get in that vehicle.
Or commands I could do, that I think that would be better, like infinitely better. As long as it, you know, looked nice. Now look at this, you know, get anywhere, go into the truck. Like it should just look at the door, or look at the gun. And if you guys have ever used keys mod,
disembark.
honestly, I think it handles some of this stuff way better than the default game does. You look at the door, you get in the door as a driver. If you look at the passenger side door, you get in as passenger. If you get in the gun, there's a prompt for the gun. I mean, I don't feel like this is that hard. It can be done. The thing that kills me the most, though, talking about keys mod, is the ladder. Like, dear God, why can't we just walk up to a ladder and go up it? Why do you need a contextual command to confirm that you want to go up it? And this kind of weird stuff really kills the game feel. It just,
100 meters, right.
I know they're addressing this stuff, but that kind of stuff is what needs to be fixed. I don't know. Maybe I'm going down the wrong road. Maybe there's no other solution for this, but I feel like this is hands down the worst problem Arma has right now. Is this weird, weird just F2 to F10 stuff. Push 4, hold fire, open fire. Watch. You got. Okay, I gotta bring up this radio command here on the left, and then I gotta figure out, oh, do I want him to open fire or close fire? It's just it really needs to be addressed. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I think this is a step in the right direction.